Hey folks, welcome back to Fishing with Den. Well, first time out after surgery. That was 6 weeks ago. Technically not supposed to be lifting heavy weights, but here I am anyway. I've actually come down to the tidal river I fished a couple of years ago, and I've only got one rod, and I'm going to be fishing a method feeder. Who knew? I haven't fished a method feeder for quite some time, and I wanted to see how well it worked on the river. Now, this river at this point here, according to Google Earth, is 103 meters wide, which is fine, except that I'm not going to be fishing that far out. When it's low tide, this is actually just a mud bank down here, and you obviously can't fish that because the water's way past your landing net. So it also just slides off very, very slowly till about 30-35 meters out, and when it gets to that point, drops off like it's a cliff, and it goes down to about, I don't know, 25 feet deep in the main boat channel. A few hundred meters down that way, it's 200 meters wide. So, as I say, today we're just going to be fishing on this sort of 20 meters or 20 turns or so out with this method feeder, homemade method feeder, using elastic on it, Gurex safe, so it's all very good. I can't get micro pellets like you can over here, because I'm down in Australia, as most of you probably know. So what I've had to do is compromise. So I'm going to use my normal groundbait mix of white breadcrumbs with some chicken pellets, these things here, all ground up. But that's also got turmeric in it. And what I've done, I've given myself a 50-50 mix of groundbait and the full turmeric pellets. I've never tried this before, so if I get it wrong, well, you see it all, warts and all. I'm going to put it on. This is a homemade 3D printed method feeder. So I'll put a bed on, see how we go. And we'll put the bait in, squeeze some more on the top. I don't need aerodynamics. I'm just going to be chucking, as I say, 20 meters or so. So again, not chucking to a line clip, because here, when they take it, they're going to tear off. So I've got the white marker on the line, and that's when I know to stop it. It's not going to be absolutely accurate, obviously, but it's going to be near enough for what I want today. So pick a marker out of the way, and then wait for there we go. So I don't need to pull back like you do with a line clip, anything like that, because this is going to be able to go if I need it to. The anti-reverse on, and just come up tight to the reel. As I say, this is a tidal river, and I arrived at high tide only to find two poachers in my swim. My mate Vlad and his mate Rabbit. But that's all right, because Vlad said I can fish next to him. He's had a couple of fish already, and as I say, hopefully we're going to have a few today. Was that me bleeping or you bleeping? Oh, okay. Rabbit's got a GoPro on, so that was what the bleeping was there. If you hear any voices in the background, it is them, but don't worry, they promised me they're not going to swear today. Anyway, look, that's it. It's as simple as it's going to be. I'm fishing in probably 4 to 6 feet of water at about 22, 23 turns, so I know where I'm at. Now it's just a question of get a bit of bait out there. That should have come off by now. I didn't squeeze on too hard. I'll jerk it off, and we'll put probably half a dozen of these in just to see how we get on. I did leave the bait on there, as you saw, because I'm going to leave it in for just a little bit of time. Just sort of 20 seconds or so, but that's all. And then we're going to, as I say, get these 6 in. And that does seem to work okay. The pellets are dry. Now the thing is, if this was micros, I could have wetted them down beforehand, and that would have been fine. The problem with these chicken layer pellets is that when you wet them, after a while, they break down, which is not what I want at this point in time. So, here we go again. And wait for the white marker. There. Oops. I think I got a bit of groundbait breaking off there, but it was near enough for now. Again, we'll leave it in just for a few seconds, just to get some bait out there. Vlad's been here most of the morning, I believe, and he's just had 2 or 3 fish since I arrived and got set up. So hopefully the change in the tide's going to bring the fish on. But as always, I'm going to need to find my hat, because I get complained at if I don't put my hat on. It is still winter here, but you can still get sunburned. Okay, well, I'd have to say that this mix isn't the best so far, but I am only just trying it out, so I have had bits falling off. Might need to readjust. 50-50 mix at the moment, but I think I'm going to need some more ground bait in it, to be honest. Let's do that. Got a container over here. Just put a bit more in just to see how that goes with it. I also had to wet it down a bit because I made it as quite a dry mix so I could mess around with it a bit. Looks like I may have 2 bigger pellets in it, and because they're not micros, they're more like sort of 4mm pellets. But hey, it's all a learning curve. It's actually a bit like fishing a commercial. It's the same sort of depth. I know it's a tidal river, but the tide runs out there quite a ways. Where I am in this sort of flats area, it's presumably just all silted up. As I say, it's all mud flats. But it's literally, it's pretty flat. Goes down to sort of 3, 4, maybe 6 feet further out. And then, as I say, just drops off a cliff. And I think what I'll do next time I come down is I'm going to bring some really big baits with me. I brought them with me today to show you. And we'll chuck into the channel there with some heavy duty tackle, because this is just normal tackle today. And I'm going to use things like this. There you go. That size of baits. That's bocconcelli cheese. I got that idea from my mates down in Adelaide, old Frank and Doug. So hopefully we'll get some big fish on that. Today I'm kind of expecting fish in the £3 up to, I don't know, 15, 16 pound range, but even in the shallows you could still get 20 pounders. Anyway, back to the feeding regime. I think what I'm going to do is, after this cast, I'm going to just leave it in a bit longer. We've got 3 or 4 in now. Got this tangled up on a bit of weed. I'll get this all undone, get back out there, and we'll give it 3-minute casts for a while, I think. See what's happening. I'll get the stopwatch out and we'll see where we go from there. Having put that ground bait in, the extra ground bait, it's definitely a better mix now. Sticks together better, and you don't feel all the pellets in. Maybe I just put 2 to start with. As I say, it's all an experiment. No idea how well it's going to work or not. But Vlad's fishing next to me on a sort of fairly normal rig, so it'll be interesting to see how we end up. There we go. I reckon I got 4 feet deep out there. No real flow at the moment anyway. As I say, that's all out in the main current there, so to all intents and purposes I might as well be fishing a commercial, eh? I'd have to say we're actually starting to get a better mix going on here. It's going on fine. And let's actually show you. There's the mix, a bit more ground bait. It's probably 1/3 pellets now and only 2/3 ground bait, but yep, it's going on okay. Put your bait on and just squeeze some on the top. As I said, not using a mould because these are homemade, but that for me is as near as I need it to be. Plenty of bait on there. Even though it's still winter here, they will still take bait. Let's get it out there. Okay, probably been going for about 20 minutes now. Nothing yet, and Blood hasn't had anything else either. Had those couple of fish. literally one after the other, and then nothing since. Still, the day is young, isn't it? I think we'll have a cup of tea before the action starts. Is that tempting fate? Might not even get a bite today. No indications so far. Sorry for my back, by the way. No indications at all so far, but as I say, it's only 20 minutes in. So it's actually a nice day. It's been really horrible weather of late, howling a gale and just miserable, cold. I know you guys in the UK, because this is August, you've been suffering with droughts and all sorts, which well, it seems to be becoming more of a regular thing for you guys these days, isn't it? Okay, come on fish, let's get started.
Can I just do a chicken tender roll?
Yeah. I've got my cheese and sauce sandwiches here.
Aye.
I normally have cheese and brown sauce sandwiches, mate. I've just been offered a chicken tender roll, so not one to turn down that kind of thing. He's just been cooking it on the barbie. Good man, thank you very much. There you go, look, that's my chicken tender roll from Rabbit. I love Aussies. Good blokes. Sorry, I'm going to eat this now. Oh, this 30-gram feeder isn't holding bottom at the moment. So, as I say, I'm using the Guru X-Safe stems. So, what I've done is take this off. I'm going to swap it to a 40-gram larger feeder. Won't take long. Again, homemade, 40 grams in the back. Probably weighs 50 grams all up, but hey, as long as it works. I wasn't expecting that the tide would be quite as strong as this today, but see how we get on. The rod that I'm using is actually the Drennan Vertex 12-foot method feeder. I've used it for a long time, but I have put heavier feeders than this on it before. It's not designed for it, I don't think, but you know, see how we go. Got 028 mainline on, so no problem with that. There we go. Okay, current's actually going quite strong out there now. So that feeder was pulling around. I may have to fish the bow at some point, as in that loop of line I was telling you about, to reduce the friction or the drag on it. See if this holds, because it's all set up for that camera down there. And as I say, it's only the first day back after surgery, so see what happens. Oh, I think that might actually be a bite. Yeah, it was a drop back. Woof, that's 2 hours in. Wow, I was beginning to think I was never going to catch anything, guys. And Vlad and Rabbit have just left. That'd be right, wouldn't it? Big slow fish, this one. I say big, I don't know how big it is. Don't know what we've got by way of snags down there. It's a very ponderous fish. Definitely a good drop back bite though. Don't know how big he is yet. At least we've had a bite. Slow, isn't he? Really slow. Come on. Oh, we've stopped on something. What are we doing? Are we moving? I can feel him soaring on something. He's woken up. Give him a good pull back now. Typical winter fish though, more dogged than he is in the summer. Definitely catching on something down there. I can feel it on the line. Come on, fish. Oof. Just hope we get him in. Oh. Decent enough fish though. Come on. I've got to be careful down in front of me. There's a big log with sticky out bits. Come on, fish. Come on. Look at the bend in that rod. Oof. Size 10 KKHB barbless hook. I don't know if you can see it yet, but you might notice I've got yellow elastic in the feeder, unlike the normal black hydro, which is what it comes with. And the reason for that is I find that the black hydro doesn't last as long as this stuff. This is the slick, I think it's 14 to 16. I love this stuff in it. Come on, fish. Certainly fighting better now, isn't he? Come on. Come on, fish. He's a decent fish, isn't he? Come on. Come on, fish. Don't lose him, Den. Oh. Trying to go around the back of the net. Come on. Come on, fish. Ooh. Should have bought the longer landing net. This is only 3.3 metres. Surprising how far down that is down there. Wish I bought the 4.5 metre now. Come on, fish. Come on. Ooh. Well, he's definitely not a 3-pounder, is he? Yeah, he's fighting at the net, this guy, rather than out in the water. But he's a good fish. Come on, this time. This time, fish. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Gotcha. Oof. Oof. Well, what a nice fish. Oh. Oh, that's a good fish. That is a good fish. I reckon that is at least 16 pounds. I'm going to weigh him. If I can finally get him to keep still. Keep still, fish. Massive mouth on him. I'll put that down there. I'm going to weigh him first, and we'll see if we can give you a look. Whew. Oh, that was worth waiting for, wasn't it? Where are we? 0. Net weighs £1.3, and this is smaller than I thought. He's £13.12, so that's about 12.5 pounds. I thought he was actually bigger than that. He feels bigger than that. There we are, look. How good is that? That definitely feels bigger than 13 pounds. Let's get him back. Long way down. Whew. That's it, fish. Fight in the net. There we go. Well, pleased about that, guys. Whew. Maybe I'm still a bit weak after the surgery, eh? But hey, that's made my day, that has, guys. Made my day. Get back in there and get another one. Woo! Okay, tackled up again. Current's actually slowed right down. I can probably take some weight off this feeder next. We'll do that in next cast. Bit of current still out there. Oh. Well, don't ask me. That appeared to be going around like a bite. It could just be me seeing things. But no, it definitely looked like a bite to me. It's, maybe they've turned up. Need to get some more bait made up. Been having to just sprinkle a little bit of water on top of this ground bait every now and then because it keeps drying out with the dry pellets on it. It's all a learning curve. Okay. It's definitely not quite like you'd do in the UK in a commercial, is it? But it seems to hold together pretty well. Obviously, first time I've tried it like this. And we'll need to do a bit more experimentation, but might well work on the method feeder. As you know, I think I probably said earlier, I hardly ever use the method feeder over here, purely because the cage feeder seems to outfish it normally. Certainly on ponds. Rivers, don't know. But the good news is we can wait and find that one out over time. Let's give that a bit of slack. There we are. What a glorious day now for winter as well. I don't know what's going on there. That could well be a bite. Bouncing, I think it is. Yeah. No pull rounds here, is there? Don't know about this one. May not be as big as the others, but not the others, the other one. Come on, fish. He's taking line though, isn't he? The thing about the fish over here is they never get caught, so they don't actually know to bolt. They just drag the feeder around with them, especially now I've changed back to this light one. It probably thought nothing of it. And I don't think this is all that big. Don't think there's any snags just in front of me. Just move the clutch a little bit. Drag. You've got to stop calling it clutch, got to start calling it drag. Starting to see the bottom down there now. Oh, okay. Took some line, didn't he? Wow. He's got more go than the last one, hasn't he? Come on, fish. Right, where are you? He's got some pullback though, he's definitely not a 3-pounder. Slacken it off a little bit more. It's kicking up clouds down there where the level's going down. Might only get another hour out of this maximum before it all but dries up out there. Where he's at the moment is actually dry land at low tide. Come on. Come on, fish. Decent enough fish, isn't he? Come on. Come on, fish. Oh. Nice landing. It's only just reaching the water now, really. It's on the bottom, by the way. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Oh, caught on his dorsal. I think we're off again. Come on, fish. Come on. No, back on his dorsal. And off again. I've said it before, but for anybody that's never watched my videos, the carp over there tend to have a serrated dorsal fin. It's a bit like a hacksaw blade. And in we go. Ooh. Come on then, hold him. Ooh wee. It's going to be fun getting him up again. Be careful about lifting anything too heavy at the moment. Oh, that is a good fish. Oh. He's not a small fish, this one, is he? He is not a small fish. Nicely in the top lip. Hook out. And we'll weigh him straight away and just see. Take my glasses off. I came out for something of an easy day out. Still, can't complain to this, can you? Right, this is can't tell. Do that again. £17.5, so about 16.5 pounds. Woo. Again, I'd have said he was bigger. Look at that. Look at that. That's a lump of a fish. Whew. Get him back. Just don't tell the doctor. What was he said? Don't lift anything more than £10 for 6 weeks then. Well, it's nearly 6 weeks. Woo-wee. Caught me bread. Might give that a go shortly. Anyway, that's not too bad at all, is it? Let's get on with it. Just before I go, I want to try a normal cage feeder. I've found on ponds that these really do outfish method feeders down here. So I'm not catching all that many fish at the moment on this method feeder. So what I'm going to do is just chuck to the same distance with this one. Now that was 24 turns it turns out, so I'm going to have to just give myself a little bit of a chuck first of all to get myself exactly the right place. I should have done that before I put this bait on, shouldn't I really? But I'll just get a chuck out there to get the depth, the distance rather. And I'm guessing at about there. Put the line clip on. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, and a bit. Okay, that's near enough. I've actually clipped up, so that'll do it. Whoops, don't do that then. They aren't tearing off, so I'm going to stay clipped up. Can always get it off if I have to. Right, see what happens. Hey. Doesn't feel as big this time. Must be getting close to the clip at this point. We're okay, we're looking good. Couple more clicks. No, I don't think this one's anywhere as near as big as the other ones. He's heading for the bank down here. Fairly small in comparison. Ah well. Well look, anyway guys, the tide's going down. It won't be much longer before I can't actually fish down there. Because I won't be able to get the fish in. Net's just, yeah. Oh god, it is tiny, isn't it? What is it actually? Do you know, I'm not sure what that is. Hang on a second. Well, hang on a minute. Hold that thought. That is a bass. I've never caught a bass on a piece of sweet corn before. But look, let's just put this down here a bit. That is actually a nice looking bass. What a way to finish the day. That'll do me. Ow, spiky bits. Just get my hook out of my landing net and put him back. It just goes to show that you can catch them. Now look, for anyone that lives over here and knows the difference between a bass and an estuary perch, that could have been an estuary perch for all I know. They look very similar and I wouldn't know the difference, but either way, it was a nice fish. So look, I've had my days fishing. We've tried the method feeder. The early part of the day wasn't the best, was it? But then this last hour or so has really sort of perked me up. I've really had an enjoyable afternoon. It's a shame the other two guys had just left when they started to feed. But look, it is what it is. I'll probably give this method feeder with a ground bait and pellet mix another go at some point. But obviously at this point, it's a work in progress. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. I know I have, especially at the end there. And I'm thinking in the next couple of weeks, as I said before, I might just come back and just chuck it into the deeps and see what happens. Although if you can catch 16 pounders at 25 turns, you know, do I really need to do that? But we'll see. Anyway, that's it for another one. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you did, give me a click on the like button. And if you want to subscribe, again, as always, that's even better. Until the next time, bye for now.